Tapi aku
Good morning, everyone. Today we want to do presentations. The article from The Guardian is about first step new Alzheimer's drug could be a huge breakthrough. Before we start our presentations, let me introduce our group. I'm Sheila.
I'm Erlina Priyanti.
setiowati.
Here is the article.
It is 20 years since the last drug for Alzheimer was launched in the UK. Since then, how advances have been made in our understanding of the disease cause. Better diagnostic tests are available, and we might now be on the cusp of new treatment that could have an impact on some of the fundamental brain changes thought to lead to dementia. This morning, the result of a long-awaited trial of a promising new drug, recently were published in the New England Journal of Medicine. It could it, it could have beneficial effects for Alzheimer sufferers, although there are some caveats. Dementia is defined as a process of progressive cognitive impairment that interferes with a person's normal activities in the UK. It affects more than 900,000 people and is the leading cause of death. Alzheimer's Research UK part the costs of caring for people with dementia at more than 25 years. As the population okay, thus number will increase in the UK alone. Estimates suggest that about 1.6 million people will be affected by dementia by 2050. Just as there are many causes of cancer, so there are many sources of dementia. Alzheimer's is the most common, accounting for about 2/3 of cases. The disease is particularly associated with the abnormal accumulation of two proteins in the brain, beta amyloid, which is deposited outside nerve cells, and tanks of tau, which accumulates within them. Most experts think accumulation of beta amyloid triggers a progress that includes information and tau buildup, leading to brain health and alteration in brain germany. Ultimately, this causes symptoms. Typically, people experience progressive impairment of their day-to-day memory, followed by loss of their other cognitive function. This leads to dependence and finally and inevitably to health on average 6 to 7 years after diagnosis. Today, beta amyloid can be tested via PET brain scan, spinal fluid examination, or blood stats. Although the latter aren't yet commonly used, the builds of these proteins Perhaps 20 years before, symptoms occur and around 20% of healthy asymptomatic 70 years old have significant brain beta amyloid deposition. Will this has led some skins to question the toxicity of beta amyloid? Other view this long pre-symptomatic period as an opportunity, a time when intervention call present the onset of cognitive decline. Sheila,
The, the central role the scientists believe beta amyloid planes in Alzheimer has made it a key target for the drug development. As far back as 1999, a paper in the journal Nature report that vaccinations could remove beta amyloid from the brains of machines. Since then, similar approaches have since been tested in humans. Until recently, these attempts were dogged by depressing values. Multiple drugs failed to show clinical effects and were variably complicated by side effects including brain swelling and bleeding. One drug, uh, aducanumab, was controversially licensed in the US last year on the basis of its beta amyloid lowering capabilities, although questions remain over whether the drug affects cognitive abilities, and so far it has not been licensed in Europe. When given to patients with early Alzheimer's disease, listen, licenib not only remove beta amyloid for patients' brains, but slow cognitive decline by about 27% over 18 months, while the trial duration was too short to know for certain. Changes in other disease markers hints that beta amyloid removal may be associated with the slowing of other pathological processes too. The drug's manufacturer, Eisai, will soon file for regulatory approvals in the US and Europe. The decisions are expected before the end of next year. Hot on its heels, definitive trials of another similar drugs, Eli Lilly's Donem, are expected in 2023. It is remarkable achievement that we know have drugs that have an impact on key underlying biological process and produce at least some beneficial effects on cognition. As a minimum, it establishes that Alzheimer is potentially treatable and perhaps one day even preventable. If we could identify and treat individuals who might benefit for before symptoms start, but there are important signs. First, listen effects on cognitions appear to be modest, and there is already debate about whether these effects will have a meaningful benefit for patients. Longer-term follow-up is vital. If the drug really does slow the disease process, its benefits may become clear with time. Second, it's as with any therapy, benefits need to be balanced against risks. Some mild symptomatic changes were seen on the MRI scans of almost a quarter of patients treated with listening. While no excess deaths were reported in dose or treatment, some concerns have been raised about problems that could arise when listening is used in combinations with blood thinners or clot bursting treatments. Erlina.
Nor are the NHS or most other healthcare systems anywhere near ready to deliver these drugs. While some specialist centers have the capabilities required, the wider NHS simply does not have the infrastructure or staff to diagnose potentially eligible patients, or PAT scans that can detect beta amyloid are not routinely available on the NHS, nor do many clinics have the capacity to deliver the drug, which is given by infusions every 2 weeks, or to perform and read multiple MRI CT scans. Then there is cost. Even if a drug were licensed, it is not certain that it would meet the demanding evaluations of cost effectiveness required by the National Institute for Health and Care Excellence, or NICE. We have, however, been down this road before. Stroke service, once fragmented and disorganized, were radically transformed to deliver emergency clot-busting therapies when their benefits become clear. Cancer patients are already diagnosed and monitored using PAT scans, and numerous immunotherapies, many of which require intensive monitoring for potentially dangerous side effects, are used in the NHS. If licenimab does get licensed in the UK, and even if it is only initially available to a small number of patients, it will still be a major breakthrough. Funding for dementia research still lags far behind cancer and cardiovascular disease. Further investment will be vital, as no single drug will be a magic bullet. As with the cancer, HIV, and heart disease, it is likely that multiple different treatment approaches will be required. While scientists continue to debate the role of beta amyloid, there are many other potential avenues to explore. Of the 140 plus drugs in more than 170 ongoing trials in Alzheimer's worldwide, three-quarters are targeting other aspects of the disease. The pressures on the NHS are already enormous, but we must prepare for a time when not if new treatments become available. We need to provide better care for our patients now and prepare to offer them new therapies in the future. This is a major challenge, and with an Alzheimer's epidemic looming, it's one we cannot ignore. Jonathan Scott is a neurologist at the UCL Dementia Research Center and the Chief Medical Officer for Alzheimer's Researchers UK.
Here is our questions. The first one is Anna.
One, who wrote the article? www.thequartition.com. Two, does the website belong to an organization? How can you tell? Yes, because it's from the Guardian. Why it is it an organization? Because it examines the new. Sheila.
3. Do you think this website is a reliable source of information? Why or why not? Yes, we think this website is a reliable information because it belongs to a large news organizations. This website include about the world news, also include the Guardians. The Guardian is a British daily newspaper. It was founded in 1821 as the Manchester Guardians. 4. What is the writer's main purpose? How can you tell? Uh, the main purpose to inform readers about first step deliver new Alzheimer's drug. Um, the author present facts and explain about percents of people who drugs for Alzheimer's. This Alzheimer's was licensed in the UK since 20 years last. Alina.
The next one is, what is the writer point of view and how can you tell? The Guardian's point of view is that if Lexanemab was licensed in the UK and only available in a limited stock, it would still be a major breakthrough. Funding for dementia research still lags behind cancer and cardiovascular disease. Further investment will be essential as no single drug is a magic bullet. Like cancer, HIV, and heart disease, several different treatment approaches will likely be needed. While scientists continue to debate the role of beta amyloid, there are many other potential avenues to explore of the more than 140 drugs in more than 170 ongoing trials in Alzheimer's worldwide. Three quarters target other aspects of the disease. The Guardian thinks that they need to provide better care for their patients now and are preparing to offer new therapies to their patients in the future. This is a big challenge for the Guardian and they cannot ignore it. And the last one is, do you agree with the writer's point of view and why or why not? Yes, I agree with the Guardian point of view because they think about how to cure Alzheimer's disease and dementia and cancer, and they do it sincerely only to help Alzheimer's, dementia, and cancer sufferers to recover from their illness. Thank you.